harvest season. I want to get my flannels up. It's flipping still hot.
Hello everybody and welcome back to CJfarmGrit.
We are officially in harvest season. Today is the first day of apple harvest. Ooh, look at the butterfly! Show them the butterfly! Show them the butterfly! Get it inside.
Didn't we already get a butterfly shot?
Yeah, but that's very cool. Ah! I love the taste of ripe apples. Tastes like apples. Come along with us for the 2025 harvest season. 2025? Ain't no way. These apples, you guys, we pick next week. Like, what? We were just like, there's no way. Look at these. This is so weird. This year is flying by. So these apples are relatively small. I wish you guys could smell it here. It smells like apples. Want an apple, Cooper? I can't believe these apples are already done. Like, they're ready. Absolutely lovely today. The clouds are clouding. Here. Oh, come on! That was a perfect throw! Are you kidding me? Can you catch it? Pull it! Can y'all hear the streamers? It's kind of a bit breezy. These are pretty good. Hold on. Hold this for me, will you?
Our organic wildfire galas.
So the workers came this morning at 5 in the morning.
We have about 10 workers picking these apples.
And we're just getting some for ourselves before they're all picked and shipped off to the warehouse. Shipped off.
What are you talking? See, this is the size they get.
It's like the size of your hand.
Maybe if you have a tiny hand.
I do. Oh my gosh, that's a huge splatter.
Oh, that engine brake. Okay, so we're finally in, already, that's what I mean. The wildfire gala harvest. And bear with me here because this is my first time driving the forklift in what, like 10 months? Or I guess I have driven it. I just haven't stacked bins or did any bin work with it. So, a little bit rusty. For those who don't know, forklifts get stuck way too dang easily. So I used to be able to like when stacking bins, the front can be lined up, but the back doesn't have to be. So like my dad, and I think my brother still does it, older brother, he will lean over the edge of the forklift like this to look at the rear to make sure it's lined up. For the last 2 years, I've been able, just like the good guys at like the warehouse that drive the forklift for their job, can just lift it up, set it on. And I was getting good at that last year where I could do the same thing. But as of right now, I'm a little bit rusty because but I'm starting to get it slowly. And this forklift, we got it 2 years ago now, 2 or 3 years ago. Because our other one, the engine had a hole in it, in the block. Hey, put it right next to these ones. So we had to get a new one, and it was like harvest time, and it was, we were kind of rushed and stuff, so this forklift, the forks move in and out hydraulically, but the visibility is, oh, it's awful. It's like driving a big dump truck because you can't see nothing. So that's another reason why, I mean, I'm used to it because that other forklift, I like really didn't drive it much, so this is like the only forklift I really kind of know. I didn't really do much on that other forklift. I'll try to put it on frontwards, especially in the start of the year. I'll try to put it on front and then just check it by leaning over the edge until I'm good and I don't even have to lean over the edge to check. So some we have to do 3 high. Or we can only have a certain amount of bins on the truck because legality, the weight and stuff. And so I'm pretty sure it's 50 bins, 50 we can have on the truck at once.
So we had asked you guys to pick out some nicknames for us, and so the general consensus, especially for our 2 younger siblings, was Bro for our brother and Lil Sis for our little sister.
And
so
then,
that was easy.
And then blonde sister, brunette sister, or brown eyes or blue eyes for me.
Or some said Sis 1 because I'm the older one.
Sis 2 because I'm the second. And then it's our 2 younger siblings.
So that's basically what everybody came up with. But you guys can still call us what you feel, what's like in your head that you call us. Because we had said that we could go J1, J2, J3, and then for our brother C1. But some people were getting the C's and the J's mixed up, and
someone had commented and said that he didn't even think that we should have given the first letter of our name. So nowhere did we say the C and J was the first letter of our name.
CJ has meaning in CJfarmGrit. CJ has meaning, but we never said that CJ's was the first initials of our name. We just thought we would take those letters and assign it to us because we thought it would be easy for you guys to remember. So regarding the nickname stuff and sharing our names, it's good to know that all of y'all basically are pretty much on the same page with us and not
giving too much information out there.
Yeah.
And as regarding our ages, so us 4 siblings, her and I, and then our 2 younger siblings, we are Gen Z. So we do not...
got that age to go off of.
So we do not say our names and ages because we don't want people to...
We don't want anybody to ruin it for any of you guys that just want to watch our videos.
So because one bad apple out there can ruin it for the rest of the bunch. So we are Gen Z, and you call us blonde sister, brunette sister, bro, and little sis.
Bro and little sis is easy. For us two, we can go... Some said British sister.
Because I do a British accent. Well, she does too, but I do it more, a wee bit more.
British sister, brunette sister, blue eyes, or sis 2.
And then blonde sister, brown eyes.
Sis 1. But somebody did say, which was a very good point, to keep your privacy tight while building a memorable brand, picking pseudonyms that feel authentic and tied to your rural, gritty style would be awesome. As you grow your channel, cool names will make it easier for sponsors to hype you up. Way better than saying C1 or C2 loves your product, as well as your fans. So that's a good point, but for sponsors, like for any sponsors out there listening, we would just go by CJfarmGrit or Gen Z siblings from CJfarmGrit.
Loves your product.
Yeah.
So,
or a brother from CJfarmGrit.
Yeah.
I think you guys
get the gist.
Yeah! Forklift is pretty fun to drive. They just whip around because of rear wheels. Oh, where did you put my drone? Okay, I'll get you a drone shot now. Okay, I know you're watching the drone footage right now, but isn't that pretty cool? That is pretty dang cool. Look at me, I'm moving. I'm watching myself. Going out of frame. Okay, another thing is I have to drive really, really slow because this is uneven ground. It's not paved concrete. So I have to drive really slow so I don't bruise the apples, so they don't bounce up and down. So that's why, that's just to let you know that's why I'm driving so slow. It's because I have to, so the apples don't bruise.
The first 3 bins are very easy. I'm going up and they go on perfectly fine. And then I get to the 4th bin and he acts like he's going on. And then at the last minute he just says, take a turn.
Literally, you go sideways?
Literally.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about. But if it's on enough, you can just very slowly drive.
I was, but unless I can get the 4th bin, don't expect it, because he's not coming.
Talking to our field guy, and he says there's 2,000 apples on average, because it depends on the size and stuff. On an average, there's about 2,000 apples in each bin, like the average apple size. Of course, like Honeycrisp, the bigger ones are gonna be way less. Not way less, but average about 2,000 apples per bin, and they weigh, a full bin weighs 900 pounds of apples. So I don't know if that includes the bin weight or not. I think that's just apples, because the bins probably weigh like 200 pounds per bin.
Okay, so what is called veraison is happening. Veraison is actually a French term, but basically it is when the grapes go from green like this to purple. And so these are our Concord juice grapes. Concords are the purple ones. And it basically marks the ending of the growing stage and the beginning of the ripening stage. So basically the grapes are done growing and now they're just ripening. And so, focus. It like seriously feels like harvest is like right around the corner. Like they all of a sudden go from here to we're picking them in like a blink of an eye. But that looks rather cool at the... Is that a new word y'all learned today? Or did y'all know it? Let us know. We finished picking the Buckeye Galas. I legit cannot talk today. We haven't even picked the Buckeyes. We finished picking the Wildfire Galas the other day. And it was like a perfect time that we picked them because it was in the 80s. So it was a good picking temperature. Usually it's been about 90s or hundreds. It's going to be hundreds here soon in a couple of days. But yeah. Veraison. These almost look fake, you know? They almost feel fake.
Okay, so Mom bought Kent some new mats. We're gonna lay them down so we don't have to, we'll hopefully never have to clean the floors again like we did this last time. But to any of you new viewers out there, we call our Kenworth semi Kent. But the weather today, 97 today. 97 degrees. Feels like 97. Extreme heat warning. I cannot wait till summer's done. But my sister's getting the mats right now. We like aired them out just to like get like the manufacturer smell out. We've been getting some comments thanking us for putting the Celsius up, so you're welcome. I should help vacuum it out. It is. Where's the hand vacuum? You guys see dirt? I don't. Really? Watch. Ah. What?
I mean, put it up some, put the like little soup right under the pedal. I mean, do they fit?
I guess. I mean, this is still gonna get dirty. But it's just like right here, because when we go in the back, we take our shoes off.
Do these, like, you get in the truck, you put your feet here, I mean, do these slip?
If we wouldn't have cleaned the floor so good, the floor wouldn't be slippy.
I mean, these, they're not like, you get in and you face plant the floor. Because this slips, you know? It's fine.
Whatever, it's fine.
They fit?
They fit. Yippee-ki-yay! That looks pretty good. A clean dash, the Kenworth. A clean black because of Meguiar's. Meguiar's.
Ah, it looks so clean! All right. We did not know that the Supreme Shine that we put on all the black, we did not know that we could put it on the vinyl on the sides of the truck. So that's what we're doing. Let's just make it more shiny.
Voortrekken. Okay, so in the last video, you guys commented some challenges for us to do. So one person said, try to say, hold on.
Squirt this on the rag.
Try to say voortrekken. Voortrekken. Voortrekken.
Voortrekken.
Voortrekken. Did we do it?
Voortrekken, what is it?
Prime mover.
Voortrekken.
Voortrekken. And then someone else commented and said to try to say, okay, how are you?
Fine.
Alrighty.
Hoe gaan dit met jou?
Come again?
Hoe gaan dit met jou?
That's, I think I can do that. Hoe handig met you?
Hoe handig me hair? Hoe handig me hair?
Hoe gaan? You have to.
Hoe handig me hair? Try to say happy birthday in Afrikaans.
Gelukkige verjaarsdag.
That's not happening. How do you guys even know how to spell that? But that's expert level. You can say that again.
It's the G's. Gelukkig.
How does that mean happy birthday? Sounds like you're clearing your throat. No offense.
Gelukkige verjaarsdag.
Gelukkig verjaarsdag.
Hold on, my turn.
Gelukkige verjaarsdag.
Gelukkig nageslaagslag. Gelukkig nageslaagslag. To anybody out there watching it, it's your birthday. It's your birthday. So we've got a couple comments. Try to do the Canadian accent. So I don't think they have an accent. Like, because Michael Blueblade, he's Canadian. He doesn't have an accent. Someone commented, said they want to hear us do the New York accent. That's probably wrong. Apologize to any New Yorkers out there watching this.
I think it's like they say like talk. Do they
Talk.
not?
They say they're L's. And then the Boston accent, that's kind of hard. And then the Australian accent, we've actually tried to do that in a video.
But we shall do it again.
Crikey, mate, give me a pat of butter. Someone else commented and said to do the Russian accent.
Is unbelievable!
The Russian accent. This traffic is unbelievable.
This traffic is unbelievable.
You want us to do the Russian accent? I'm talking like a robot. I don't have it. I cannot believe it. I've been sitting in this traffic for over an hour. That's the best you're gonna get from us. Was there any other accent request? Canadian, we don't think they have one. I mean, I'm sure they do, but they kind of sound like us, Americans. Canadian, tried to do the Russian. The Australian, you say butter.
Butter. I knew.
Crikey, mate, give me a pat of butter. Oh, that was good!
Crikey, mate. Well, here, do it again.
Crikey, mate, give me a pat of butter.
Crikey, mate. Give me a pot of butter.
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 Crikey, mate, I'm just driving a car and eating a pat of butter. That was the weirdest sentence ever.
Crikey, mate. I'm just eating a pot of butter and driving a car.
Pretty good. I think that was all the accents you wanted us to do. The Russian, the Australian.
We are getting a seat cover for this seat. And then this seat, there's some problems with this seat, so
We're getting that replaced. We're getting a new seat for that. It was at this moment that we realized through the camera we could see a brown strip on the ceiling, but that is not there in real life. It has to be something with the camera. so that we're all on the same page, some of you out there may think that just us siblings manages the farm. So we do not.
We do a lot of the work, but we are not the whole operation. CJfarmGrit is basically like the farm through our
eyes.
Gen Z siblings' eyes. And mom and dad love watching. So some have said, why aren't your parents in the videos? So mom and dad like their privacy, and they wanted to keep the channel about us siblings and farming through our eyes. So
dad works over 50-hour weeks on the farm.
Except like on vacation time, and during the winter it's slower, but
in the summer there's a lot of work happening on the farm. And then we also have
all summer long we have had a work crew going through and weeding in our organic vineyard.
As well as like pruning the apples, thinning the apples and things like that.
When our apples got picked, our work crew, they picked the apples. They've been doing it forever, and so they're fast and they know what they're doing. And so we were busy doing tractor work and stuff. And our work crew goes around to different farms. They're not like They're not
just our work crew.
Yes.
They work for other farmers in the area as well.
But all summer long, we have had a crew that goes in and weeds after the duck footer goes through, because the duck footer does not get every single weed, and some weeds can grow up tall, and once they get big enough, then we will send a work crew through there and they will come through and pull the weeds. So we have not had to do that this year as much. A few years back, we were doing a lot of that. Like last year when the duck footer broke, our work crew was on a different, working for somebody else doing different work. And so, but this year,
that is a yellow jacket flying around the camera. Can you guys hear it? No, we have the mics on, never mind.
But both mom and dad work on the farm, dad especially, so we are not just like, there's more. Oh, and so somebody had said that they would like to see more of our younger sister. So that is kind of intentional of why she's not on the camera as much, because she is so young. And so when we first started, so tell them how it started.
So how our YouTube started was we were just making like short little videos of like farming because we thought it was fun, just like for us. And then I showed mom and dad, and
then we had suggested to mom about posting it on YouTube, and she wasn't too thrilled about it because of privacy and all that. But then you showed her another short, and she was like, well, these are good. So then
we wanted to include our younger siblings in it.
Yes.
But
mom was like, so we did not grow up with social media.
Instagram, Facebook, nothing.
And looking back now, we do not feel like we missed out on anything. And so back then we didn't think so anyway. We were just busy living our life. We did not even think about any of that. So with our two younger siblings being younger, so we do not want our younger sister to feel like she has to record.
Because she works a lot, but she
said it slows her down. And so it's a lot more work for her being younger to record and
film at the same time.
Record and film?
No, work and film.
And so when somebody had said that it's like a special guest when our sister is in it, and it is, it's extra special when she's in it. We don't want to put the pressure on our little sister that she has to be in the videos.
And she has to record what she's doing.
And
so that's kind of intentional of why she's not in the videos.
And mom doesn't really we don't want her youth to be sucked into social media, because our two younger siblings, especially our younger sister, they are still in their youth.
Because we're adults.
And we didn't have any social media interfering with our youth. We don't want to feel like their youth was interfered with by social media. So, that is why. Is there anything else?
Did I tell you guys it was 97 degrees? I think I did.
Oh. I realized something the other day.
Speak up.
August is our last full month of summer.
I can't wait till the colder months.
Okay, I was thinking about that. It's not that I don't really like the cold weather, it's just that I don't like everything being dead. I'd be fine if everything was still green and just cold.
Yeah, but everything is still green means the weeds too.
But at least they're green. Like, guys, where does the time go?
We're already picked a variety
Nick?
of our apples.
Yeah.
Grape harvest is gonna be.
I can't remember if one of you said to do the German accent.
Did you?
If you did, we will look into it. We have to look it up.
But fun fact about us, we are 25% German. We are not full American.
So with the 2025 season, harvest season officially started, and with our first variety of apples successfully harvested, we still have other varieties of apples, but our Wildfire Galos were the first. You know what that calls for.
What is that? Okay, that's like a rat.
It's a bug.
That is the biggest bug I've ever seen.
Is it on you? Why'd you squeeze?
Almost. Okay, and we were sitting down.
Yeah, you're welcome. I stood up. Oh, do we do an intro for this? And this video? Because we...
It looked like one.
A frog would have been better.
A centimeter. Did you see it? Then you didn't see it.
I saw it. It was about this big.
Oh, it was like a rat. I don't know why you didn't show him. It's gone now. Your hair looks brown. I'm letting you know. Everybody and. Hello, everybody, and welcome.